Alrighty then. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Priscilla. Now, I am back. Last week I did this video on turning the princesses, the Disney princesses, into animals. And as you can see, there's a lot of princesses I haven't gotten to yet, and I wrote down a couple of other animals. So this was a really fun challenge for me. I'm gonna do this challenge again, and I really love what princesses got what animals. Okay, so I went ahead and I took those. I've got a Haunted Mansion cup and a Mad Hatter cup. I went ahead and I swished them around, and you're just gonna have to trust me on this, guys, that I didn't look. I don't look. These cups are really tall because I like my coffee cups to be super tall and super big because I need the whole coffee pot. And I don't look because I can't see over the edge. So, Jasmine as a squirrel. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with a Jasmine and Squirrel. Oh my goodness. I drew those really fat squirrels, if you saw my last sketchbook tour, and I really enjoyed drawing the fat squirrels just because they were a lot of fun, but I don't draw squirrels all the time, so I was looking at some references on some squirrels, and I was looking at Jasmine, and I was thinking, geez, I don't know how to incorporate Jasmine into being a squirrel. So I thought she's got the long, thick hair in sections, so I thought I would give the squirrel more of a gray squirrel look and kind of keep the pattern of how squirrels look. So they've got 3 different tones, brown tones, if you see a lot of brown squirrels. And I've seen black squirrels before, but I didn't want to make her all black, so I thought I would just make her this gray, big black tail, and then maybe a little bit of gray and black accents all over her furry body. And on top of her head, I went ahead and just gave her black hair to kind of signify that she was Jasmine, kept the big brown eyes and the big eyelashes, and I still went ahead and put this squirrel into that cute little... It just looks like a tracksuit to me. Like she's little squirrel Jasmine's gonna go and works the cardio at Planet Fitness or something. It just looks like a sports bra and sweatpants. Compared to the other princesses you're going to see as animals, Jasmine as a squirrel was not my favorite. So let's go ahead, and I drew a couple of other names and some animals, and I got, this is interesting, Ariel as a deer. So how was I going to incorporate a deer as a mermaid? Well, I already decided to make this deer mermaid. Man, what an odd looking creature. But then I thought, I don't want her to be red. I really just didn't want her to look completely red. I thought that would kind of ruin it. So I decided to make Ariel a pink deer. And I kind of remember, do you remember those Thai Beanie Babies? I mean, they're everywhere still, but I remember there being a pink deer for Valentine's Day. So I wanted to make her a pink deer, but then I thought I need to incorporate red in her somewhere, red and purple somewhere. So I kind of went to not make these red spots, because you know how deers, especially the ones that you see all the time running in front of your car or in the fields, they have spots on their back. So the white-tailed deer, I don't know what they're called exactly, but they have spots on their back, white spots, and I thought, oh, I'll put the red spots on her to kind of signify that she's Ariel. And I thought, oh no, she's gonna look like she got shot. And I didn't want her to look like she got shot or something. So I was incorporating in her ears, on her nose, and on top of her head. I was just trying to get the red everywhere as much as possible because I didn't want her to look like she got shot. And I felt so bad. But she definitely looks like that Valentine Thai Beanie Baby I used to have. And the tail actually works. It doesn't look too crazy at all. So then I grabbed my magical cups of wonder once again to see which other princess I would draw as an animal, and I got Moana as a corgi. I was all way too excited about the corgi because one day in the future I will own a corgi. I will, and his or her name will be Waffles. I don't care, it'll be Waffles. I'm absolutely determined that any animal that I own next, whether it be a fish, a corgi, or some other cat, dog, whatever, bird, it'll be Waffles. But I really loved making this corgi because I love drawing corgis, and I've actually drawn tons of corgis in the past. And I know that corgis usually like the Queen's Corgis from England, they look like either the orange fur with the white. And there's tons of black and brown corgis. So I was trying to get as many brown colors to represent Moana's hair and her overall outfit with the browns and oranges, and I was just trying to incorporate that into the corgi's fur and the sash that Moana wears around her actual on top of her skirt that looks kind of like a belt. I put that around the corgi's neck, and then I put her net skirt that goes, she has kind of like nets going on at the bottom. I just thought I wanted to put some kind of fishnet kind of thing on the corgi. This was by far my overall favorite thing. And so I went ahead and I picked 2 more names, scrambled them around, and I got Elsa as a unicorn. Now, Elsa as a unicorn turned out to be a little bit more my pony than I intended it to. Because I thought, okay, I have an idea. I knew that I kind of had an idea for all the princesses. If I pulled unicorn and I pulled one of the princesses, I knew that they were gonna look like a My Little Pony princess edition. So I went ahead and I actually had a blue micron pin, and I thought, ooh, I'm gonna use this. So of course, yeah, it's just gonna look too much like a My Little Pony. I tried to keep it more of my own style, my own unicorn style, and try for her not to look like a My Little Pony, and I succeeded in that because she just looks like her own rendition. So I decided to incorporate the blue and the purple because her dress is both blue and purple. It's a light blue, and then dark blue, and then purple in some spots, especially on her sleeves. And then I was trying to incorporate, I know that Elsa doesn't have like super blonde hair, but in the coronation it always looked really blonde to me, and then it just got frosty towards the rest of the movie, especially in Frozen Fever. It just turns whiter and whiter. So I thought instead of going icy blue with the hair, I went ahead and added a bunch of blonde to it. So here we go. Very last bit of the animal in princess drawings, and it happens to be Rapunzel as a dog. Now, just writing dog down, I wanted it to be more, I had Corgi in there because I wanted it to be that brand of dog. If I were to pick a princess and get Corgi, I wanted the Corgi to look like the princess. Now, this is more of an interpretation of how I would perceive this princess to be and what brand they would be if they were a dog. So I picked a long-haired golden retriever, but I was kind of thinking of like a golden retriever that has shorter legs. There is a dog, I swear, I saw it once. They've got an Instagram profile, but it might just be some kind of mutt too, but it's like a short-legged, long-haired golden retriever. It's adorable. And I mean, these kind of things with dogs happen all the time, that they're short legs. So I wanted it to be a super golden, long-haired golden retriever, but I wanted it to be short just because I just thought it would be cute. Of course, I had to incorporate the frying pan and the flowers, and I put little pink bows in her hair just to kind of signify the pink ribbons on her dress. And then for the bandana, I had to have the sun, because for her overall look, I wanted her to be more of a Disney bound kind of dog. As much as I love dogs and cute little dresses, I just thought I just wanted to make this more of a Disney bound dog instead of going all out and putting her in a dress and everything. But I thought that the flowers and the ribbons were a good little hint, especially her bandana. But yes, I really hope you guys enjoyed these fun little 2 videos I've done back to back of turning Disney princesses into animals. If you haven't seen my first movie, make sure you go and check that out. Not the first movie, the first video, you know what I mean. But yeah, go and check that out. It's a lot of fun. Did most of the princesses, and I hope you guys have a most wonderful day. Bye!